Hey everybody, wanted to jump back in here and give another fall update on the rural gardens. The colors are really starting to peak right now on most of my Japanese maples. So I thought I'd hop in here again and do just another quick update on some of the really exciting colors going on in the garden right now. So come along and enjoy. All right, so first up on the list, I've got Acer Shir Royalty. Now this thing is going crazy. This is some of the best fall colors I've seen on this one. Really nice oranges, yellows, pinks, and reds. This is very underrated cultivar here. Royalty, not real common in most landscapes, but I love the kind of that Matsumure style leaf shape on it. You get that Shir Solum influence. This is a nice dark burgundy red color in the spring. And then look at this fall color, man. This thing is absolutely nuts. Definitely one you need to add to your garden and collection. So check it out. Now, just a disclaimer here, most of my Japanese maples come from Mr. Maple. So if you see anything I'm talking about, go to mrmaple.com and check them out. And hopefully they've got one in stock and you guys can order one of these. Get you a Royalty. Check that thing out. This is planted right here by the house. So when this thing gets big, these colors are really going to be popping off of the side of the house here. Excited about watching this one grow. Let's go on to the next one. All right, here we go. Now this one might be a little bit harder to see on camera, but the colors on this is looking really nice. We've got Acer palmatum, Germain's gyration. Really nice oranges and yellows on this cultivar in the fall. Love that lace leaf. This is a very vigorous grower as well. Can't wait to see this thing get bigger and bigger. Really nice color contrast there. I've got this planted in the front yard. It's going to be kind of a nice big lace leaf right here on the front with some beautiful golden yellows and oranges in the fall. Looking forward to that. Acer palmatum, Germain's gyration. Really looking nice. All right, on to the next one. So this one is a kind of an update to my last video. This is Acer palmatum frosted purple. And I was right. I mean, this thing is really starting to brighten up as it starts to peak out. It's got this really electric pink red color going on. Really nice. Really contrasts well with everything it's nearby. So I've got this planted next to, right over here was the Germain's gyration. So you've got frosted purple and the Germain's. Really nice contrast in color and texture and growth habit there. Yeah, frosted purple, looking really nice. Nice pink reds. All right, here we go. All right, some of these are so good I had to do the update. So on the last video, you guys saw that my yellow threads was just starting to turn on its fall colors. Now we're in full swing. I've got golden yellow colors all the way top to bottom. Absolutely love this cultivar. That strap leaf, that linear lobum style is just, what an amazing texture. I just love the texture that it gives. It's so different from your typical palmatum that, I mean, it really stands out. And right here in this spot, I've got this one looking good. Got the back house in the background. Beautiful yellow colors. I mean, look at this thing. It's just really lighting up. I think it's one of my favorite of the linear lobum styles. I tend to get better color on this than I do with like Coto Noito. Yellow threads is just more consistent, and really enjoy this cultivar, so I had to give you an update on that. But there it is, Acer palmatum yellow threads just glowing out here. All right, so I was trying to think of some that I didn't talk about last time. We'll try to do this one. This is a very finely dissected lace leaf called Acer palmatum Mariel. So I don't really know how this is going to come across when I'm trying to show you guys the colors on this, but beautiful red colors. Really loving this really finely dissected lace leaf. Got this Mariel right up here by the front porch. Got a nice conifer beside it, some hostas, and a boxwood here on the end. So it's really going to create a nice contrast here as it gets bigger and bigger. All right, so this one's going to be hard to show as well, but I had to talk about it for a minute. This is Acer palmatum ornatum. This is officially my favorite lace leaf Japanese maple. Just a true classic. Beautiful, kind of this orange red color that I'm getting on this fall right now. This is a pretty small, young 1 gallon, but man, those colors just really make it stand out here in the garden. I've also got this one planted here in the front yard. It'll be a nice weeping lace leaf out here in the landscape. Pretty excited about just the lovely fall color on that. Looking forward to it getting bigger. All right, before I start talking about this beauty, just wanted to say real quick that today is October 25th of 2023 here in Western North Carolina. I'm in zone 6B, just in kind of the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains here. And these are the fall colors I'm getting currently here in the rural garden. So what I'm looking at right here is Acer sabolianum Kumo Nishi. This is by far my favorite variegated Japanese maple. And as you can see, when this goes into fall color, you can still see that variegation in the leaf on those lighter colors. Kind of get these pink, peach colors. It's just really interesting to see. And then you get the darker reds and pinks. Kind of get this multicolor fall color on this. But wow, I mean, this thing really does make a bold statement. I've had a lot of people ask me, does this stay variegated for me? I've never had this revert. I've grown this cultivar a couple of different times, and it's always shown very strong variegation. Holds it all season long, even into the fall, through the summer, spring, summer, and fall. This is probably one of the best cultivars of Japanese maples, I believe. I mean, it's always a top favorite of mine. If I had a top 10 list, I'd have to have this one in it. Check it out. Acer sabolianum Kumo Nishi. Just absolutely crazy fall colors on that. Definitely one you need to get in your landscape soon. Check it out. You know, like I said, I'm a big fan of Mr. Maple. I've been a customer with them for years and years. I work for them. I still currently work part-time for them as well. But really the main reason why I'm always about Mr. Maple is because they have some of the most amazing varieties available pretty consistently. So go to their website, check it out, see if they got that. Add it to your garden. There it is, Kumo Nishi. All right, so here we go. Now we've got another great cultivar. This is Acer japonicum Yamakagi. Now this thing really puts on a show. Depending on just the exposure of each leaf, you kind of get this different fall color on each leaf. As you can see here, you've got this kind of pink blushing. If you kind of dive just a little underneath, you've got this bright orange and yellow with these kind of red spots. Check this out too. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of different colors that you can get on this plant. Acer japonicums are really known for their fall color. I mean, they just put on a crazy display. Some nice kind of burnt red there. A little bit of yellow splashes in here. Just absolutely beautiful. And then check these out. This is kind of like, got these dark purple splotches and tints as that starts to turn. Just a really great japonicum. Huge leaves. I mean, some of these are as big as my hand, and I love those big leaves on the japonicums. It gives you a really nice texture, and of course when the fall starts you get this big bold color on those huge leaves. So that's Acer japonicum Yamakagi. All right, so here's another one that I had to get another update for you. I had this one on the last video, but it wasn't nearly as in fall color as this is right now. This is Acer japonicum Abies Weeping. Check this thing out. I mean, this is probably one of the most vibrant shades of orange red out here in my garden, with some little bit of yellow kind of sprinkled in with that. Really nice fall color on this. I mean, check this out. I mean, it's just so amazing that you can get those vibrant of colors on a tree. Japanese maples just do it so well. And this being a lace leaf japonicum, it really does add something really different. You know, most of your lace leaves have a very small, finely dissected. This is a quite large leaf, and you get these really nice intricate cuts on the lobes. Love the leaf shape on this one. I've seen this get some really nice purples too. You can see here, you can get some purples, reds, oranges, yellows. I mean, this thing is just absolutely beautiful. But it's sitting here just glowing in the sun right now. Acer japonicum Abies Weeping. Man, definitely one you want to add to your collection. I think this is like definitely my favorite Acer japonicum lace leaf. There are a lot, but I think this one is probably my favorite. I've got a good size one too, so that helps. But really excited about how this one's turning out. I've got this planted nearby just to kind of show some contrast here. So you get this beautiful orange back here, yellows and oranges, a bit of red. And then right out here, which hasn't turned completely yet, I've got a peaches and cream. This is Acer palmatum peaches and cream. You can get some nice yellows in here. I've seen this one just get like just almost pure yellow. This is actually getting some nice kind of orange and a little bit of reds in here as well. So really an interesting cultivar. I love the reticulated types. You can still see some of that veining in the leaf here. Peaches and cream, I think, has got some of the best colors when it comes to those reticulated types. So you can see that veining late into the season here. It's been in summer, Still got a lot of leaves that show the reticulation on it. So just to contrast here, you know, you've got Peaches and Cream, which is a nice broad palmatum leaf, kind of rounded in shape, very reticulated, very nice spring colors on that as well as fall. And then you got the Abies Weeping back here. So really nice pairing, I think, between these two, and looking forward to watching them grow. All right, so moving on to the next one here. This is a really cool cultivar. This is one that Matt and Tim really helped put on my radar, because they was always talking about some of those really old classic Japanese maples. And this is Acer palmatum Shir Nami. Really love the leaf shape on this. I've seen a big one over at Matt and Tim's uncle's place. Just stunning. I mean, this tree is absolutely amazing. I've got a nice young 1 gallon here, but it's well branched. Doing very well, getting established here in my garden. But as you can see, these fall colors are starting to really pop on this. Still some green in there, but definitely underway in its fall transformation. And I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing. Now, this is one that I had not grown before until I got out here. So this is my first time seeing my own Shir Nami go into fall color. And I'll tell you what, I mean, it's really nice. Some great colors on this. If I'm thinking correctly, this is known as like the light wave. If I'm recalling correctly, but you definitely see a lot of multicolors, and I'm excited about watching this one get bigger and really kind of creating this dynamic color splash back here. It's kind of in the corner of my garden here, next to my wife's vegetable garden. Got a lot of flowers out here as well, but Shir Nami. This is really nice fall colors coming on this. You're getting some oranges and yellows, and you're getting some dark burgundies here. Love this plant. All right, so this one might be kind of hard to get on camera, but this is one of my favorite dwarf witch's brooms. This is Acer palmatum Coto Maru. I really love just how kind of rounded and bubbly the leaves look on this thing. And right now I'm getting this really dark burgundy color. Really enjoying this color out here. Most things are going kind of lighter in colors, oranges and yellows, and this gives me a really dark burgundy red. I just love the little rounded lobes. Gives it such a unique texture, and really tight compact shape on that as well. Acer palmatum Coto Maru. All right, so here's another great cultivar, kind of in that Macawa family. This is Acer palmatum Cen Kaku. This is one that I hadn't got a chance to grow before, so I'm really enjoying trying some of these new cultivars that I didn't get a chance to grow back in Oklahoma in my Oklahoma garden. But now here in the rural gardens, I'm getting to experience some new things here. But check this out. This has got some really interesting fall color on it right now. Might be kind of hard to see that true color in the camera right now, but some nice dark burgundy reds, kind of starting on the tips of it and then filling out into the leaf. And then on these more sun exposed, you get some oranges splashed in there. Really cool. Love the Macawa types. This gives you a really dense growth habit on that. Check it out, Acer palmatum Cen Kaku. Okay, so next one here is like kind of the opposite of what else is going on in the garden. This is hot tamale. One of Matt and Tim's ones that they put a name on, introduced into the nursery trade. This thing has been growing like a weed. I mean, I got this as a very small 1 gallon, and this is all like from about right here in this plant. This is all 1 year's growth. This thing's going crazy. Just starting to show that there's fall is somewhere nearby. A little like purpling tips on this, but this thing is going crazy. I mean, no signs of slowing down, still new growth all over this plant. And here we are in October, end of October. This thing is still putting on tons of new growth. This is hot tamale. I've got this thing in full sun because it can take it. It's gonna be nice. I love how it's kind of got that like dark, like olive green color on that. New growth looks really nice, contrast. Honestly, I don't know what the fall color is going to be on this. I'm seeing some kind of purpling on the tips and edges. So I don't know if that's what I can expect with this. It's not really been clear what the exact fall color is on hot tamale. But I'm about to find out. So on to the next one. Actually, you know what? Let me tell you what, right now, those of you who may not have been watching the progression of my garden. So I've got the hot tamale right here. And then I've got the dynamic trio. This is hot sauce right there. And then on the other end, I've got the hot blonde. So hot blonde on one end, hot sauce in the middle, and hot tamale on the other side. So I've got this really nice trio here. I'm looking forward to those growing and kind of being a centerpiece over here in my garden. But yeah, hot blonde hasn't really started turning yet. It's still just doing what hot blonde does. It's growing like a weed and looking beautiful out here. Just wanted to kind of show you guys what was going on. So right here I've got a big Shirao Nasume, Acer Subuldianum Shirao Nasume. This hasn't really started turning fall color yet. Just a little bit of kind of an orange tint to it, but looking good. And right here is kind of a nice group of plants. We've got Magetsu back here. We've got Snow Sprite. We've got a barberry and a beautiful perennial flower there. Got the hot blonde here, Shirao Nasume here. Looking good. All right, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed another quick update. I made the video the other day and I was like, a couple of days later, I'm like, I gotta make another one because the colors are just getting better and better and better. I didn't really know what to expect with my fall colors here in my new Japanese maple garden because I've got a lot of young plants out here. All of them are only been in the ground for 1 year. So I've added a lot of bigger stuff, sprinkled in some 10 gallons in there just to kind of give some levels and try to kind of fast track my garden. But I've really been enjoying just planting things here in North Carolina. I love it. The other day I mentioned in the video that I got a new job. I am actually now working full-time for the city of Hendersonville, where I live. And I'm doing landscaping and beautification for the city of Hendersonville. So I'm over the top excited about that. Not to worry, I'm still a part of Mr. Maple. I do work there part-time. And also another cool thing about it is that I've been able to use my influence to sprinkle in some Japanese maples into the local landscape here. Just the other day, I went to Mr. Maple and I picked out an Okushimo and a Peve starfish, and I planted them at the shop at our Hendersonville location where I work. So I'm excited about that, and I appreciate all you guys checking in on the channel and seeing what things are going on. Just thought I'd let you guys know what I was up to and all the changes here in the garden. Lots of fall color changes, but also changes in my own personal life with my job. I'm absolutely loving it. It's been a great experience, and but I'll continue to be a part of Mr. Maple and all of you guys who are part of that group as well. It's a lot of fun, and I'll never be done with Japanese maples. That's something I'm always going to be a part of. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Take care, and God bless.